powerful. Yeah. He's so vicious. Like his one-punch power at 135 is like nobody else's in the division. Like the way he starches people is crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
He gets so much torque and power into his punches, and he's so fast that he covers ground and his uppercuts, they're just devastating.
Yeah, for sure. I think I can stop him. I'm much quicker than him. He's much stronger, much bigger, but we just gotta wait and see until we get in there and test the waters.
Joe Rogan looked genuinely surprised when Gervonta Tank Davis showed up at the press event before his exhibition fight with Jake Paul. Fans are used to seeing Davis in top shape, but this time he appeared noticeably bigger and more muscular than usual. Even Rogan, who's seen countless elite athletes up close, couldn't hide his reaction. It was the kind of surprise that comes when someone exceeds already high expectations.
I'm a giant Gervonta fan. I
Yeah.
think that guy is so unusual.
Yeah.
His style's so unusual, and his patience.
The Leo Santa Cruz fight was really something for me because Leo Santa Cruz is a technician, Mexican style, and the fight was very close before Tank stopped him. But he has that power that can end it.
He finds these openings and he sees them, but he doesn't go after them right away. He waits for the right time. He's so patient. Like when you watch the early rounds of his fights, he probably has the lowest punch count in the early rounds. But he also knows he's got that nuclear option that if he can crack you, most likely he's going to take you out. He's got massive confidence in that.
During the face-off, Gervonta Davis seemed to deliberately downplay his size. Instead of showing off or striking aggressive poses, he stayed calm and casual, sometimes crossing his arms or slightly turning his body to hide his build. It looked like a conscious effort to keep attention off his physical transformation, but even with the relaxed stance, it was clear he looked noticeably different. Joe Rogan said that Jake Paul's moves are mostly about promotion, not real competition. He explained that these fights are designed to grab attention from casual fans by setting up unexpected matchups. Rogan added that all the betting talk and hype around them are meant to make headlines rather than prove anything in the sport. In his view, Jake knows exactly how to stay in the spotlight and uses boxing as a tool to keep his brand growing, even if the fights themselves don't always add up.
That was Jake Paul promoting it. You know, it's just like, doesn't bother me.
There's compromising the sport, and that's like bad. It's just like
if I bet on it,
watching
it
it
bothers
is
the fuck out
hard.
of me.
Watching it with people who are so in on it, and then also man, the sports betting apps, they introduced like chat apps in them in Australia, so it's like they're trying to take the place of social media companies where you go together and you meet your friends. Like betting should be exciting enough without having a weird.
They're just trying to draw you in.
Thing.
They're just trying to make money, right? So they're trying to draw you in any way they can.
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis is a lightweight champion who usually fights around 135 pounds, while Jake Paul has been competing near the cruiserweight range. For this matchup, both sides agreed on a catch weight of 195 pounds, a decision that caught many fans off guard and was only finalized after some negotiation.
We were yelling so much about him fighting someone, fight somebody your size. His next opponent is by far the most credentialed guy ever fought actively in his prime. There's one problem. He fights at 135 pounds. He fights at 135 pounds.
Because of the big weight difference, this exhibition will follow special rules. Both fighters will wear 12-ounce gloves, which are heavier than what Gervonta Davis usually uses in his weight class, adding an extra layer of safety to the matchup.
The Jake Paul versus Tank fight is getting really weird. Gervonta looks scared for his life because the rules are out. They're crazy. Oh, so everyone thought that the fight was at 190. He said it's at 195, and this weight difference is scaring the life out of little Tank.
Over 10 3-minute rounds.
The next dispute comes with the gloves. Little Tank is used to fighting in 8-ounce gloves. Baby glove. This fight will be in 12. Hands might be too small. Also, Tank just fought in a 12 3-minute round fight against Roach. Yes, and now he's fighting in 10 3-minute rounds, which isn't too bad. Well done, Jake.
Exhibition though, can he win?
Yes, he can actually win. It will be overlooked by 3 sanctioned judges.
So he can actually still win and knock him out.
But here's the trick. It's body punches only.
And there's a reason. That's because Tank said, look, this is a bit unfair. I don't want to punch up. I want to punch at my head height. Where does it fall?
At Jake Paul's belly. Oof. So apparently we've heard there's no knockdown rules, but aside from that, it's pretty well-rounded fight. Oh yeah, and there's some drug testing involved.
But Jake Paul.
Davis's trainer, Calvin Ford, expressed concern about the switch, explaining that while heavier gloves can lessen the impact of punches, they also affect how shots are thrown and how fighters defend themselves.
My only concern is, the gloves. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't fight in 12-ounce gloves. We don't use 12-ounce gloves. That's training gloves, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's 2 pounds away from Jake. He fights in 10s. Tank fighting 8s, so he losing 4 ounces. So my thing is, I said, they said, put Tank in 8s, put him in 10s. That makes the fight more interesting. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there because I understand. And I brought that question up to one of his handlers. They was, no, we don't want to do no mixed match. It's supposed to be an expedition. What, now y'all want the wins and the loss. You know what I'm saying? All these prescriptions, but you want to be great. Being great is really pushing the envelope. You know what I'm saying? Tank don't really care, So when I brought this up, he said, dang, facts. You know what I'm saying? So again, he can weigh the 10s and we weigh the 8s. Then we got to fight.
Teddy Atlas reacted to the face-off between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis by pointing out the huge size difference between them. He joked that Tank would need a ladder just to reach Jake's chin. While Atlas acknowledged that differences in skill and style are normal in boxing, he emphasized that the size gap in this matchup is far too extreme.
Right? They should also have like the size of the ring, the size of the glove, all that stuff. Particulars should be in the contract, but I would probably look for one thing that is not the common thing to have in a contract if I'm Tank. A ladder. A ladder. Can I get a ladder? Somebody? You know what I mean? Hey, look, if he hits him on the chin the way he can punch, Jake might be doing a dance. You know what I mean? Not voluntarily either. But we'll get into that more later. The thing that I'm talking about right here is what you said. It was stark. The size difference was really, you couldn't ignore it. We understand the talent difference, the experience difference. We understand all of that. But the size, the pure, and we understand small guys can beat big guys. We just saw Crawford do it to Canelo, but a little different. The size difference was, it was eye-catching, jaw-dropping. And it made me think, and I'm going to ask Richie, our man here who's doing all the taping, who does such a marvelous job. I'm going to ask him, because I know he's an expert in this area, but it reminded me of one of the Rocky movies where they had the face, where they did the wrestling thing with Rocky and Hulk Hogan, a.k.a. Thunder Lips. He was Thunder Lips back there. And I thought I had it right, and it was confirmed to me. It's Rocky 3.
He compared the matchup to Canelo Alvarez moving up to fight Terence Crawford, but noted that Crawford was never that small, while Gervonta Davis is clearly undersized to face someone like Jake Paul. Atlas said this makes the fight look uneven from the start. Many fans, reporters, and boxing analysts have raised concerns about the fairness and safety of the bout, questioning whether it sends the right message for future exhibition or celebrity-style fights. Joe Rogan also pointed out that this situation pushes boxing into unusual and uncertain territory.
Jake Paul, I think when he weighed in for Mike Tyson, was 227 pounds. That is, if I'm not mistaken, a 92-pound weight difference. It's insane. That is called one thing. That's called being a bully.
Dana White hasn't held back his criticism of the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight. He accused Paul of cherry-picking smaller opponents and said he should be facing someone his own size. White compared Davis's power to Floyd Mayweather's, saying Tank actually hits harder, but admitted that his smaller frame puts him at a major disadvantage. He summed it up plainly, saying, "You guys need to fight people your own size."
Tank is one of the most interesting fighters to watch because he's so different. His style is so different. You know, he's so economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out, and the way he can explode and move in with one shot, my God.
Yeah, he very explosive. He's very explosive, and man, he be cracking them dudes. Hey, he be putting them to sleep.
Just cracking people.
Yeah.
And he has so much confidence in his power. So much confidence in his power.
You know, he just, in his mind, he know it's a matter of time before I catch you.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with Tank, you know, these fighters. You got to be aware 15 rounds. I know you're going 12, but you got to think you're going 3 more, because one slip, one mistake, and it's over.
Yeah.
You know, so hats off to Tank. You know, he's a great, talented fighter. But again, he haven't faced the top elite fighters in his division.
Right.
You know, so we want to see Tank against, you know, somebody his size, you know, at the elite level.
Yeah.
And I believe he'll do good, because, you know, he got the skills, the power, he got the ring IQ to do good, but we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, he's also wild. He's a wild fella, so he's fun to watch. You know, he's just a crazy dude. You know?
Yeah, coming from Baltimore, man, I think that's just his upbringing as well.
Yes, for sure. He's just so unique in his approach. Like, you know, he doesn't fight like anybody else.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan has consistently shown respect for Gervonta Davis's talent and rise in the sport. After Davis knocked out Rolando Romero, Rogan praised him as a true emerging superstar, impressed by his mix of power and flair. Following the Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight, Rogan described Tank as a terrifying presence in the ring, calm and patient early on, but always carrying the kind of power that can end a fight at any moment.
Like that Ryan Garcia one, where Gervonta Davis caught him with that left hook to the body. People were saying that he quit.
No.
He never been hit in the liver. Oscar De La Hoya quit the same way with Bernard Hopkins.
With the same thing.
Same body shot.
Same
left
body shot. And he tried to come, and he tried to take a step out that corner and not the front of his foot even moved. He just went down. He's like, man, this is it.
And if you get kicked to the body.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. A kick to the body is so goddamn devastating, especially a spinning back kick. You could literally pick someone up in the air. It's like they get hit by a car.
Any kick to that.
It's really something to see a kid who has nothing, born into extreme poverty, become a world champion. Like Gervonta Davis.
Yeah.
It's an inspiring story.
It is, and it's great for everyone because it gives you fuel. Like, for a person who's coming up in life, even if you're not a fighter, you see what someone's gone through, and you see the success that that hard work has created.
Right.
And it can be a roadmap for your own life.
Growing reports indicate that Gervonta Davis plans to retire after his exhibition fight with Jake Paul, with financial security being the main motivation. Davis has often voiced frustration with boxing, calling it a dying sport and criticizing its lack of loyalty. His trainer, Calvin Ford, confirmed that Tank chose the Paul fight over tougher rematches because it offered a far bigger payday. Beyond money, Davis seems worn down by the physical and mental toll of boxing. His recent comments show he's ready to walk away, saying this will likely be his last fight and that he wants to step out of the spotlight to focus on his family and life beyond the ring.
Go band for band on what you make. Again, there's nothing wrong with Tank going to get his money, but let's all be clear that that's all the fight is for Tank. He's telling you without telling you that he's fighting Jake just because he's getting $40 million. So when we talk about boxing being dead, Tank has to line up at the front of the line. I can't blame him, but don't throw around, oh, boxing's dead and people switch sides and all of that. You chose not to be great. That's it. You chose not to be great. Stuff like that, choices like that will kill boxing, for sure. On a competitive level, it won't kill it on a business level. On a business level, until people run out of interest in these kind of matchups, it'll do well. On a competitive level, choosing not to fight the best will kill the sport. So maybe it's better if people like Tank aren't in the sport. And I don't even say that because I want that to be the case. I think Tank is ridiculously talented, but you can't want a fighter to fight more than what they want to. You can't. Tank fans or Tank people that like Tank and think he's one of the best, you can't want it for him. And then Shakur came back with, that's how I know you soft. I can't even go back and forth with you soft ass. You rather pop to me on social media than get in that fire and get embarrassed. I get it. Peace and blessings upon you, cuz. He says, the people got your chest out so bad. You talking like you a killer, forgetting that You the one that runs, bitch. I'll be bring the fight to you. This dude, a made-up character. Quote, blessings upon you. Clown-ass dude, wanna be Kevin Gates? Oh my goodness. I mean, here's the thing though. You can't say that stuff about Shakur if you're not willing to fight him. This is the point I think that we're going to come to today, is that Tank can say all this stuff he wants, but if you're not willing to fight Shakur, then none of it means anything anymore. Even if you believe that Tank is going to knock him out, even if you believe that Shakur's a runner, or that he's not in the trenches, or he's not a boxer that's willing to bring the fight, or whatever, none of it matters. You're talking from the sideline because you won't fight.
Actor and martial artist Michael Jai White joined the discussion, saying that no matter how well Jake Paul performs or how much attention he gets, he can't be seen as a real boxing champion. White highlighted the clear difference between exhibition or crossover fights and official title bouts recognized by major boxing bodies. His comments echo the views of many fighters and fans who see Paul's matches as entertainment rather than genuine championship competition, adding to the skepticism surrounding the fight's legitimacy.
Do you think that Jake Paul could win a legitimate boxing title?
No, no, because he's so far behind someone of his equal age who's been doing it for a very long time. He started very late. That's why I applaud exactly what he's doing. I think he should be doing exactly what he's doing. If he fought a legitimate, top 10 cruiserweight, I will shut the up. If he's able to fight an actual contender of the top 10, that would be astonishing if he can get to that point. If he beat anybody in the top 10, that would be, to me, the greatest thing he's ever accomplished.
Yeah, because historically he's fought old men.
I think he's done it the right way, because there's a possibility where a 50-year-old Anderson Silva might be able to beat him. Who thought he was going to beat Tyson? I really thought, oh, Tyson's just going to go to the body and just punish his body, because I thought that that's what would win him thing, but he did not do that. I think it makes for a good matchup. He's made for great spectacle.
Commentator Showbiz noted that even though the fight is unconventional, public curiosity alone will likely draw huge viewership. Gervonta Davis's recent hints about retiring have sparked speculation among fans about whether the fight will actually happen. Adding to the buzz, his ongoing online feud with Shakur Stevenson on platforms like X has fueled more drama, with both fighters taking shots at each other's skills. The mix of uncertainty, rivalry, and hype has made the situation even more unpredictable, blurring the line between pure competition and entertainment.
Do we think the fight is ridiculous between you and Jake Paul? Yes. Are we going to watch it? Yeah. Do we like it? Maybe. Maybe. And let me tell you why it's maybe, why it's not no, why it's not yes. It's maybe because many of us, we just don't believe it. We just don't believe the fight is real. We know it's an exhibition, but we just don't believe that you two are going to try to take each other's heads off. Other than that, it's kind of interesting. You have a 5'5" lightweight versus a heavyweight Jake Paul, who's really not a boxer with an amateur background and all that shit, but he's been knocking people out. It's kind of interesting if we know y'all were trying to knock each other's head off.
Many analysts believe that Gervonta Davis's recent choices show a shift from chasing legacy to prioritizing financial rewards. They point to his fight with Jake Paul as proof that money, not competition, is now his main focus. According to them, convincing Davis to face top-tier opponents like Shakur Stevenson or Lamont Roach would require mega-event payouts similar to Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. At this stage, they argue that financial gain has clearly taken precedence over glory or traditional sporting goals in Davis's career.
Look at how Tank started acting after he made $40 million with Ryan. When he make another 40+ million with Jake,
he's gonna go make $40 million fighting Jake Paul, and then he's gonna come back and fight Lamont Roach for what? He's gonna come back and fight Shakur Stevenson for what? He's not gonna fight none of those guys.
No, the only way he fight any of them guys, Turkey gonna have to hit him with the Crawford money. Cause that's the thing. You do this for a reason, bro. Like, I get it. You want him to be competitive, but his goal is money. He made 40 with Ryan plus everything in between. Now he get this 40-50 million plus. He don't even gotta fight no more. So now if you want him to fight Shakur, give me that Canelo money, man.
Tank Davis reacted sharply to fans accusing him of avoiding top fighters like Shakur Stevenson. He made it clear that he doesn't care about public opinion, saying fans are quick to change sides after one bad performance. Davis emphasized that his priorities are his career and personal goals, not trying to please critics or chase approval from the crowd.
Gervonta, a lot of boxing fans aren't happy with the fact you've taken this fight rather than the road rematch, fights with the likes of Shakur, Devin Haney, Teofimo, etc. What do you make of that reaction? And can we still expect to see those fights?
Why should I care what they think? When y'all switch somebody can have a bad day and y'all switching on who y'all favorite fighter is or who this person is supposed to fight. Like y'all need to sit back and be fans and just enjoy the sport. Like y'all even talk about people's personal lives. Like why when it come to that?
What's your take on this? Is Gervonta Davis right to prioritize financial security over building his legacy in boxing? Share your thoughts in the comments below.